Hey guys, it's Mrs. H here, and today we are going to be focusing on multiplying 3 and 4 digit numbers by 1 digit. My goal for you is that at the end of this video, you not only know the process as to how to solve these problems, but you also have the understanding as to why you are doing the steps you are doing. So let's get started. Here I have 352 times 7, and I've actually written it twice. The first thing I'm going to show you is partial products. Now, before you do the standard algorithm, it's a good idea to have the understanding of partial products. So let's do a partial products on the left. When we do partial products, we're going to multiply that 352. We're going to separate it out into its pieces, its values, and then multiply each value by 7. So we're going to start in the ones, and in the ones I'm going to do 7 times 2 because I have two ones. So 7 times 2 is 14. And then I'm going to move to my tens. So here I would have 7 times 50. It's not a 5, it's a 50 because that 5 is in the tens place. So the digit is a 5, but the value is a 50. 7 times 50 is 350. And then I'm going to go to my hundreds. 7 times 300, because the value of that 3 is 300, which would give me 2,000. Wow, what did I just do? Uh-oh. I'll just rewrite that. 300 would give me 2,100. After you found all three partial products, you can go ahead and add the three partial products together. So 2,100 plus 350 is going to give me 2,450, plus another 14 would give me 2,464. So that's how I solved that with partial products. It's good to have that understanding as to that 5 as a 50 and the 3 as a 300. I'm now going to show you how you could solve that using the standard algorithm. So when we use the standard algorithm, we start the same way by multiplying in the ones. So we're going to start off by doing 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. I'm actually going to use a different color for the standard. We'll change that to blue. I know those look like 5s sometimes. Arrow there. So over here, that's where I multiplied the ones and I got 14. But I'm going to be using some regrouping. So I'm actually only going to keep the ones. So in 14, there are 4 ones, and I'm going to regroup that 10 by putting it in the tens place. Then I'm going to move on to my tens. So I'm going to be multiplying 7 times 5. However, I'm not multiplying by 5 ones, I'm multiplying by 5 tens. So 7 times 5 is 35, and I would have 35 tens. Now 35 tens is the same as 350. So 35 tens, but I also had this one that I regrouped from that 14. So 35 tens plus one more 10 would give me 36 tens. So if I had 36 tens, that would be the same as 360. In the tens place, there is a 6. So I'm going to keep my 6 tens, and I'm going to regroup my 300s. And I'm going to regroup it over the hundreds place. Then I'm going to multiply hundreds. 7 times 300s would give me 2100s. That's my 2100s. 2100s is the same as 2100. So 2100s plus I have the 3 that I regrouped from 360. So 2100s plus 3 more hundreds is going to give me 2400s. So I came up with the same answer as partial products, but this time I did it with regrouping. Let's look at another example. 824 times 3. We're going to start by multiplying in the ones. So 3 times 4 is 12. And in 12, there are 2 ones and there is one 10. So we're going to regroup that 10 by putting it over the tens place. So once you have kept a number at the bottom for the product and you've regrouped, if necessary, then you're going to go ahead and multiply the next step. So I've taken care of my ones. Now it's time to move on to the tens. So 3 times 2 tens would give me 6 tens. Plus, I have one more 10 that I regrouped. So that would give me 7 tens. Now 7 tens is the same as 70. So I have a 7 in the tens place. I'm going to keep that 7. 7 tens doesn't regroup anything to the hundreds, so I don't need to carry anything over. I'm going to go ahead then and multiply my hundreds place. So 3 times 8 hundredths is going to give me 24 hundredths. Since I have nothing else to regroup, 24 hundredths would be 2,400. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in their proper place, and this one I'm done. We're going to look at one more example as to how you can use that standard algorithm. I'm going to do a 4-digit number this time, 7,629 times 4. So, as always, we start in the ones. So 4 times 9 is 36, and in 36 there are 6 ones, and we're going to regroup the 3 tens. Then I'm going to move on to the tens place. 4 times 2 tens would give me 8 tens, plus the 3 tens that I regrouped. So 8 tens plus 3 more would give me 11 tens. 11 tens is the same as 110. So I'm in the tens place right now, so I'm going to keep the 1 from the tens place, and I'm going to regroup that 100 above the hundreds place. There. Then I'm going to move on to the hundreds. So 4 times 6 hundredths is 24 hundredths. Plus 1 more hundred is 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths, I don't know why that's moving. 25 hundredths is the same as 2,500. So I'm going to keep the 5 that's in the hundreds place, and I'm going to regroup the 2,000s. Multiply the thousands. 4 times 7,000 would 7,000s would give me 28,000s, plus my 2 that I regrouped would give me 30,000s. 30,516 would be our product. Let's look at one more just for fun. This one I'm making up right now. So if we were to do, we'll do another 3-digit. If we were going to do 368 times 4, So I start in my ones. 4 times 8 is 32. Keep the 2 ones, carry my 3 tens. 4 times 6 tens is 24 tens, plus the 3 that I regrouped from earlier would give me 27 tens. Now I know that 27 tens is the same as 270. There's going to be a 7 in the tens place, and I'm going to carry the 2 hundredths. 4 times 3 hundredths is 12 hundredths, plus the 2 that I regrouped would be 14 hundredths. 14 hundredths is the same as 1,400. So this is an example where I didn't draw my arrows and I didn't draw any sides of regrouping. So hopefully you were able to understand the process as to why I was regrouping that 3 and why the 4 and the 7 and the 1 went in the places that I put them in. I hope you have an understanding of 3-digit and 4-digit multiplication. Mr. H is calling me. and I gotta go answer the phone. Good night.